alert that, hey, this one's getting ready to stop because they didn't pay, and they usually only get like 45 minutes. So then all of a sudden they're alerting me again on social media or on that, hey, on through this platform. So it's kind of fun. Kind of fun having to deal with it, is what it is. So, all right, we got some more people I'm letting in, and then we'll get going. Looks like we got, it's like 7 total in here right now. Actually, it says 11, so I think that's including some of these AIs that are jumping in here. So, quick little update on how you do that. If you go over down, you'll see there's some tools, AI companion tools. If you click on that, it'll show some different companions that you can use, some different things you can use there. There's also apps. Under the apps tab, there's a few different recording options. You can add more apps in there. You can do different things. There's all kinds of items like that right here in Zoom. If you don't spend some time on Zoom before you jump in, like you can set a lot of this up ahead of time before you ever jump in. Highly suggest that. Get in there and do that. That's good stuff too. So, one of the things I'm going to send you guys all right now is if you don't know that all these are recorded right onto a podcast. I'm going to throw that link for the podcast. It goes right into YouTube. So I like to use YouTube. It's simple, it's easy, and you can all access it anytime you want. It goes live on YouTube. And so you can always go look at it later because it automatically becomes part of our podcast. So I just sent that to you right now in the group chat. Feel free to get in there, check things out. And you can react this if you want, rewatch it. Available for you at any time. So as we get started, first off, I always like to ask, is there anything you're struggling in your business this week that you want to cover? Any questions you have that you are holding tight until you can get into this call so we can talk about it? Nothing at all. You guys are just wanting to sit here and listen. Okay, I'm going to ask you the way it works. I'm going to ask you some quick questions, okay? Um, is there anything that you want to change or you feel you need to change in your business or anything you changed this year, you shifted, maybe because of the market, maybe because of something's going on that's worked for you. So is there anything you're wanting to change or you're curious how to change? Or anything you've shifted to did change and we'd love to talk about it, hear what you did. Anything, any changes you've made, anything you want to change, or anything you did change, and it really impacted your business big time. And I'll start. So I actually brought on 2 different people onto my 2 different teams because I realized that I can't do it all, and I'm better with people. I like having people. I like having partners. I like having, everyone in our brokerages are all partners. I call you all business partners, and that's what you are. And so we put our minds together. But I actually brought on 2 really close partners. I brought on Tony Larson and I brought on Billy Garcia in California, and it changed the game. And one is I coach and teach on this, on the importance of hiring, the importance of recruiting, the importance of partnering with other good people. I coach it and teach it, but I hadn't done it in my own team in quite some time. I had a good partner, which was hired on salary employee in California, and she was amazing for many years. Then she took on a job somewhere else with Morgan Stanley, and she's doing so well. I'm so happy for her, but I miss her. So that was an excellent partnership for about 5 or 6 years. She was with me and changed our game. So I coach on it, and so I have tons of content on this. But secondly, I did it, and it changed my game in my business. We went from 100 and something units a year up to 260 units a year on our new team that we built. Our old team, when we started hiring, I saw that happen. I was a team member and a general manager of it. And I saw when that hired, we jumped up to almost 1,500 units a year. So I know that bringing on the right people will change the game. And so I did that this last year with both teams. I partnered with 2 great individuals, and both of them, we meet before this call typically. And we kind of powwow things out and talk about what we want to see the teams do. And then we have sales meetings we do on Thursdays, we call them team meetings. But it's all about, the competition we have going on between the two teams. I mean, it's just changed the game. So to me, it was hiring the right people or partnering with the right people. And that's what I did was I partnered with two great people. And so changed the game. What about you guys? What have you done to change your game this year? You all looking to change your game right now? Looking for some content?
I have
Hey, Shawn.
started calling back old clients and potential leads that I had on my phone from like a year and a half ago,
Mm.
just reaching out and letting them know I'm still here if they're interested. A few of them got in contact with our lender, Jeff, with home mortgage, and they're working on credit repair. So that's something that I did end up changing actually this last 2 months.
So you kind of realize that, okay, the pipeline's getting a little low, but I've got a pipeline. I just need to kind of start nurturing them again and bringing lead generation back into your daily schedule. And it's worked. Now you have some more people in the pipeline getting qualified. Great work, Monica. Love it.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. What else? Someone else was starting to speak up.
Hey, Shawn.
Hey,
Hey, Carlos here. So I think
Carlos.
one of the biggest things I noticed that helped me a lot. Obviously, I'm a team lead, and only have 3, 4 guys with me. But I implemented a VA this year around March time, so there was a little training curve with just training the VA in general. But now I'm starting to see it. Now I'm starting to see kind of the fruits starting to come from the tree. It was taking a lot of my time on from like lead assigning or following up little tedious tasks, right? That we can do, but I was at a point where it was taking up almost all my day. So it was in the middle of showings or middle of walking a house or whatever we're doing. So I said I need an extra pair of hands, and that I'm seeing that now. It's less stressful for me, for the team. She's consistently now after the training curve, and now I think Miguel. He's my biggest example. He went within this last month. He's locked in 4 listings, but it was almost from VA to my team member communication. I'm watching everything, overseeing everything, but it was really her assigning and following up. While so it helped a lot. I think that VA came in, and I'm starting to see it starting to kind of cherish now.
That's awesome. Thanks, Carlos. VA, ISA, some people bring them in-house, have an in-house ISA, outside ISA, which is the VA. All those things are great, excellent tools that help leverage more. That's a huge thing with you is you got to realize when you start getting busy, you're the leader, right? You're the CEO. We talked about this on Monday's huddle call. You're the CEO and you're starting to create business. I definitely love the Rainmaker. That's kind of a KW thing. They call it the Rainmaker. I love that because you make it rain, right? You're creating all this business, but there's a point in time you can only handle so much. So you hire and you leverage. And when you leverage, great things start to happen. Just remember though, is what you figured out is for the rest of you, is what Carlos figured out is none of it's going to change overnight. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, no matter how you point it out. There's usually a 3 to 6 month turnover rate or timeline when your ISA starts to all that nurturing they're doing every day and dials start to turn into something. And now we're starting to see things happening and we're starting to see opportunities come about from all these long dials. I mean, one of the most recent ones, my inside sales agent, Hugo, we call him kind of our client concierge. He had one that he had 36 phone calls before they turned into something. We've closed escrow on that property now with him. So 36 times it took him to call him. The guy would not call him back. The guy would not return his text, nothing. But the 36th call was a winner. And he got on it. And do you think he was mad? No, he was more apologetic. Hey, you've been so good at keeping up with me. Yeah, I just had a lot of family stuff going on, and I appreciate the consistency in calling me. And yeah, I do want to buy. Got him pre-approved, and he bought it. He sold a home. One of the agents on our team closed it. So that's what that VA is doing, or inside sales agent, or administrative assistant that's doing this lead generation for you. Don't expect it to happen overnight. It'll take a little time, but it'll happen. So that's great. Thanks, Carlos. Great one. Leverage is key. It'll help a ton. but you've got to create the opportunities first and then watch things start to happen. That's good. All right, anything else you guys are dealing with? Anyone else want to speak up about what's changed your game so far in 2025? And when it was just struggle in 2024, because I know a lot of you are killing it right now, doing really well in a business where others are quitting. Why are they quitting? It's the consistency. It was a struggle, and that's okay. Things will change again, and things will get easier on those. But those that stayed consistent, some of you have been killing it, and I've been so blessed to be able to sit here and coach with some of you. So it's so awesome. Anyone else want to bring something up that's changed their game? All right. So I thought today I would jump in a little bit of how we can use some of these new tools we have at our fingertips that are changing so fast. And most of you, if I was to say, what do you use AI for? 99.9%, if not 100% of you will say ChatGPT, and I use it for doing my descriptions on my listings. Safe to say? Is anyone out there using any AI tools to do anything other than your descriptions on your listings?
I'm using it to help me build a action plan for my business.
There you go. Awesome. How long did that take you to use it to do that?
But not very long, man. I mean, I kind of said I'm struggling. I'm trying to figure out direction to go, and I need an action plan. I need an accountability partner, and ChatGPT volunteered to do all that for me.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy how AI has become such a tool. We talk about hiring an administrative assistant. If you were to hire that administrative assistant, you're going to sit there and have to pay a salary plus workers' compensation plus all this stuff, and then you're going to have to tell them what you want, and then it's probably going to take them 2 or 3 days to put it together, maybe 24 hours to get that plan together for you, give it to you, and then they're going to hold you accountable to make sure you do it. Great, that's an excellent hire. Okay, but it's crazy how AI will do it for you in seconds, right? The same thing you were trying to
Dan
use.
told me he took a picture with Megan Fox on his AI.
What's that, Monica?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were younger. Anyone else? I think Carlos, you were gonna say something about what you've done, what you've been using it for.
Yeah, so actually we use AI. ChatGPT is like my wingman, right? For everything from ideas to just to kind of brainstorm. But we actually just started implementing that for lead nurturing. So it actually texts our clients and our potential leads. And we've been working on it for 2 months, 2.5 months of kind of fixing it, making it sound more natural, more human. And now we're at the point where these last 2 weeks, um, we've actually had appointments. I have an appointment, I have a listing appointment this evening in Sacramento with one of my guys. And then Miguel that I mentioned earlier, two of his listings came from that. So the AI is literally nurturing from these, I guess, cold leads, if you will, to where they're at the point where they're interested in an offer, want top dollar for their home, but just have the idea of selling. And that's where we just come in now. And now we just focus on those, or they just set up an appointment that they want to meet at certain time and day, and I just assign it to my agent that's in that area to lock it down. And we're excited about it because we're starting to see it starting to kind of starting to happen.
So you're talking about a bot that's attached to like your CRM, like a chat bot, AI chat bot?
Yeah, so I use Follow Up Boss. For those
There
who
you
don't
go.
have CRMs, that's Follow Up Boss is amazing. So we use
Boss.
Follow Up Boss, but we integrated the AI with Follow Up Boss. So we have it's called a smart list, like a column in Follow Up Boss where you could input those leads, and once you input them in there, it automatically sends it to the AI. The AI will test only those leads. So we can pick and choose what leads or what clients we want the AI to touch. Or if we just want to input leads and don't want the AI to touch it, we just don't put in that column. But yeah, it's all in our CRM and Follow Up Boss. For those of you that don't know, you can call through there, text, email. It's all in one. So yeah, we integrated it, and it's everything in there. So it gives us a note summary of the conversation when they want to set an appointment or are interested, and then it gives me a calendar reminder and it sets an appointment on my calendar, on mine specifically. But I can see the full conversation and the summary that the AI chatbot had with that said client, and I can assign it from there to the agent, or I can take on the lead or whatever that might look like. Or the VA does that, but yeah, that's something that we're starting to see happening with AI being so every day now.
So good. Yeah, the bots are amazing. Most of you here, if you know, being in either legacy real estate, Homes of Idaho, Homes International, Oregon, Florida, most of you on here have access to KV Core. KV Core also has a bot option attached to it as well. It even has a live VA that will physically call your leads for you. It's not a it's a VA, it's not an AI. So if Follow Up Boss is an amazing CRM. Sync is an amazing CRM, has a great bot as well. Real Geeks has an amazing CRM, has a great bot as well. KB Core, also known as Bold Trail, has a great one. Great information there, Carlos. Follow Up Boss is a great CRM as well. There's so many good CRMs out there, guys. Just choose one because most all of them have bots attached to them these days. If they don't, they're kind of gonna fall away and go away real quick. So most all CRMs now have a bot attached to it. Use it. It's a great tool. Typically it's an extra $200 add-on. I know we have Sync available for anyone that wants it through our these brokerages I mentioned. It's available, and we pay for the bot attached to it. We pay for the dialer attached to it, where you can have a actual dialer. You can choose like 10, hit a button, and they'll just dial one at a time. KB Core, which is also Bold Trail, we have that available in both brokerages. Has a bot, has a VA. I don't believe it has a dialer in there, but it's most all CRMs have. It's not which one you use, it's the one you use. You just must use it. It has amazing tools. But one is you got to feed it, which is feeding it with the people that you're meeting. And then you got to set them up on great plans, great smart plans, bot calls, VA calls, ISA calls. I mean, one is they just need to be talked to. People want to be talked to. And so you got to get in there and start working it, work it daily. It should be a mission control. You sit down and work in every day for a certain amount of hours, typically 1 to 4 hours, maybe 5 hours a day if you have nothing in the pipeline, and you're just adding a pipeline. Like Monica said, she has a pipeline of old leads and she decided to start calling them. That's a pipeline. The goal is here, not a get rich quick scheme, is we're creating pipelines. We're adding new people that may want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, and you're nurturing them over and over again. So you sit down at your mission control, whatever your CRM is you're using, and you're dialing through it, and texting through it, and calling through it, and adding new names to it every single day. And consistency is key. Systems are key. I love it. Love it, Carlos. Anyone else using AI for something in your business on a daily basis? And two great ways right there so far. How many of you are staying true to, at minimum, 2 posts a week, but most top producing agents have 5 minimum posts a week happening on social media? How many of you are doing minimum 2 up to 5? If you are, speak up. Let's talk about it. Who's doing 2 a week? Who's doing 5 a week? How many posts are you staying consistent to do in a week? And you consistently time block that time too to do it. Nobody's doing any daily posts or at least bi-weekly posts.
I do. I try to. This last 2 weeks have been hectic for me because, of course, it's rent's coming in, and I took a mini vacation. But I was even finding myself posting 3 times a day, and I'm like, okay, I need to slow down because people are gonna get burnt out on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it can happen, but it depends on what you're providing, what content you're providing. If you're sticking to the 4-to-1 ratio or the 5-to-1 ratio, 5 personal posts, 1 real estate post,
Yeah,
2
changing it up a bit.
then yeah, they might stay there. But whenever I'm trying to get someone to jumpstart, a coaching client to jumpstart their social media that's never gotten social media before, I'll usually tell them for this week, I want you to do 4 posts a day. Personal, real estate at the end of the day. Personal, real estate, personal, real estate, personal, real estate, personal, different times of the day. And usually they'll do it for about 2 or 3 days. The reason why I tell them I want them to do it for a full week is because usually I'm coaching with them once a week. It's because I know they're going to struggle with that. And they're going to see that's a lot of posts. And then all of a sudden, people are going to be checking on them saying, hey, you never post. Are you okay? And they're going to be like, hey, well, yeah, what's going on? I'm fine. Everything's good. I have a real estate coach and he's making me do this. And then so they blame it on me. And then what happens is they might do it 2, maybe 3 times a week, and that's it. Then they quit. And then I'm like, okay, how did that feel? It was hard to do, right? Okay, so now let me get you down to 1 post a day. Can you do 1 a day? And then that's like, oh, thank you. I couldn't keep that up. No, it's a lot. And you will flood them quick. But the goal is to do what? To get people to interact with you and talk to you. And one is I want them to see my actual commercial. My commercial is my real estate posts. My video, um, my production studio is all my personal stuff I'm posting, which could be, a cool airplane. It could be a cool scene of the beach. It could be me on a family vacation, but I don't want to show my kids. That's fine. It could be some cool, funky looking animal or a dog doing a backflip. That's fine. It could be advice in the real estate business, but I'm not actually posting about a house or I'm posting about just sold this house to this client. I'm not doing that. I'm posting advice about the real estate market. I sent one out 2 days ago that had so much feedback. I had somebody actually tell me personally, I saw your post today about the market. Thank you so much for doing that. They actually like it, even though they're not commenting on it. It just depends if you're flooding it or not. Let's talk about the easy way, using AI to do this. And again, speak up. I want to hear what you're doing if you're doing anything like this. And we're going to start with the simple one because I'm going to tell you 99.9% of the people out there are doing ChatGPT. But I'm not going to just use ChatGPT. I'm going to show you how to use some other ones out there because just because ChatGPT is your go-to one, just ChatGPT doesn't do everything perfect. It's not the best at video. It's not the best at this, but it is really good at some stuff. So it's good to use it. It's a great one, and it'll get better and better over time. But as you can see, ChatGPT does have Dolly and creative writing and data analysis, and it's got all these other ones, Codex and Sora. So it's going to constantly be changing and getting better and better and better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply, and I already have it here, so I'm just going to paste it in here. Oh, wrong one. That's a YouTube video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one that I already created here, and I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to create it as a brand new chat. Just to show you, and we'll read it out real quick. So you're a social media genius and a real estate agent. You're working on setting up content for an entire week that you're planning to use Meta and preset it to go out daily. Search the internet on what others across the nation are doing and create a weekly social media plan Monday through Friday and create some fun content posts. So just simply like that. I just want to see what it's going to come up with. Hopefully it comes up with a good plan. Maybe even show me some video tools that I can use to do it. But my goal is that I want to get in Meta and I want to go in there and actually look, it actually popped up with a video right away. I want to go into Meta and I want to just simply plug it in on Monday or Sunday of what I'm going to post all week, and then I don't want to post all week. I don't want to post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to set it to go out on Monday, and I'm going to leave it. And Meta will do that for you. Meta is connected to both Instagram and Facebook. Now you got to go in and still do your other social media ones too, but you can do it. Once you have it ready, you can do it. So here's what it did. It gave me a little, video to use. That's great to give me some content. And then here it jumped in here and it said, okay, daily, weekly schedule. So on Monday, I want you to do a property spotlight. So I'm going to go find a property, do a quick little spotlight of it. And that's my Monday post. Tuesday, market minute. I'm going to do a 60-second breakdown this month's market data. Great. Wednesday, client social story. Great. Clip from a photo, past client journey, something they went through in life. By the way, these are quick. 20, 30-second posts. We can't get crazy. Sometimes 20 seconds is too long. And just remember on your videos that you're doing, changing a lot, like, quick little scan, quick little scan, quick little scan of this keeps people's brains going and it's hard for them to click off of it. If it's just a long video of panning, you gotta be really careful with that because people are gonna be like, all right, this is flipping boring, and they're gonna check you off. So quick little video. Go move fast. Thursday, local love, community spotlight. I'm gonna, go to a coffee shop this week and I can just drive by and take a quick video and then just post that. That's it. It doesn't have to be crazy. It's short stuff, but what it's doing is it's constantly keeping you first of mind. behind the scenes, a fun reel, daily life, real moments, staging, shows you staging a house, morning prep, funny realtor moments, something like that. Humanizes you and breaks the polished content trend. So it humanizes you. It's great. I love that. And then it gives you some more little content here. ChatGPT did a great job here putting together a whole idea of what I can do. So Monica is on vacation. As she's on vacation, I'm sure her brain was spinning of different ideas. Instead of actually posting those, Monica, you could have just taken the videos and gone to Meta and preset them out to go out one a day. Pre-schedule them to go out one a day. Instead of doing them all in one day, you wasted all your content. So just set it to go out once a day. So now you got your content for the whole week. Good idea, bad idea? But your goal is to get the content out. So good thing you got it out. So now I'm going to take that same post and I'm going to jump over here to something called Whoozy.ai. And Whoozy.ai is a great tool. It's a dashboard. Everyone has access to it if you want it. There's a cost to it, but I'm going to show you why. So SparkPad is their flagship. You see it has AI models here in the upper left-hand corner. If I click on that down arrow, it's going to choose which one it likes best, but you can physically choose it too. So Whoozy.ai is one. You can use ChatGPT 4.0 or 4.0. You can use Claude Sonnet 3.7. I've never used that one, but it does more creative writing, natural sounding language. So Whoozy.ai is going to use whichever one it thinks best for what you're wanting done. But I can physically get in here and click on Gemini. DeepSeek, it can use any of those ChatGPT platforms to do the same thing that you're already trying to do on ChatGPT. All right, so I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to plug it in. And it's going to hopefully choose the best one. A lot of times it's going to choose Whoozy.ai because it likes that one the best. But it's reading it, it's talking about it, and it's going in there. And look at it, it's funny. It's posting very similar to the same thing that ChatGPT did. And it's coming up with ideas. It's telling me Monday through Friday. It's giving me the real idea behind it and telling me what to do. So awesome. I love it. Great tool, did great. I can go in here and create a new one now, new SparkPad, and I can choose a different one. This one does open source models with strong reasoning skills. This one does long conversation, large documentation. That's Gemini, creative writing, ChatGPT. Let me try this one and just see if this will give me something here. See what it will do. Same exact thing. Okay. It's starting, it's going through it, it's putting something together. So it's more of a writing one, but there it goes. Now it's throwing some different things in there and giving me ideas. Look how fast it's moving. And it's using just a different platform now. It's not using ChatGPT, it's not using Whoozy.ai, it's using specifically Deep6R1. So this is kind of a cool platform because it's using different ones. But let me show you a really cool one here. This one's called, it's part of Whoozy.ai, it's called Satori. So in here in Satori, I'm going to click a new one. This one's kind of like what I like to call it the Tony Stark way of doing things. So first step first is I'm going to add it in here. I'm not going to click go yet though, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some other things in here, like a YouTube video. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find a YouTube video. I really like Nick Baldwin. It's great, but I'm going to type in here real estate, social media ideas in YouTube. I'm going to find a video in here. Okay, there's that guy again. Let's see, 7 social media ideas. I'm going to click on this.
Why is Amazon paying?
And I'm going to share, copy that, and I'm going to share it right into Whoozy.ai. Now watch this. This is really cool. Post it. There it is. I'm going to submit it. Now look at it. It's like Tony Stark. I can move it around. And I'm going to set it over here. And I'm going to grab this little dude here and I'm going to add it to it. So that's one of the things I'm going to add to my ChatGPT to come up with my ideas of what I want to post this week. Now, if I was to hire someone to do this, how long would it take me? Remember, it would take me a little bit of time. Oh, look at it. Let's grab this cool guy. Is obviously a real estate coach. We're going to grab Tom Ferry's content and we're going to throw it over here again with another YouTube. How about like, there we go, there's Tom Ferry. Let's add them over here and I'm going to connect it to my Whoozy.ai too. I'm going to grab a book. I'm going to grab a book here and I'm going to say, I don't know if you guys know Tony Giordano came up with a great book called The Social Genius. The real estate, no, it didn't pop up. Let's see. I spelled it wrong to me. Tony's book. There it is, folks. There it is. I saw it popped up for a minute, then it went away. There we go. There it is. The world popped up and then it went away. That's fun. That's retrieval. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna grab Tony's book. I'm gonna throw Tony's book right there. By the way, this book, I have it right here behind me on the shelf. Tony Giordano is awesome. Love Tony. What else? Anything else I want to grab? All right, good to go. We're gonna go ahead and use these tools to come up with something cool for posting. So now it's searching, it's watching these videos, it's reading Tony's book, it's doing all this fun stuff, and then it's going to start putting together a really cool plan for me to use for my postings per week. It's coming up with Monday morning, new listing alert, afternoon, real market update. So it'll give me a morning and an afternoon. So one of the books, or or it could be Tom Ferry's, or it could be this girl saying that you need to do a morning and an afternoon post. Feature a local business. Wednesday morning client testimonial. You know, I'm going to add one more in here. I don't know if you know this young lady here, but I'm going to jump into my podcast I was telling you about in the beginning, and I'm going to go down here and find this young lady here, which is Mackenzie Brogdon. She did one with me a while back. I'm going to grab hers. I'm going to add hers in here, and let's see if that one will pop in there. Okay, there's hers. I'm going to add hers. I'm going to add more because I really wanted to do it again. There you go. Clear the chat, start over. Oh, got a copy quote here. I need to stick on that. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to grab that. Go back in there. Paste. Go. So now it's using hers as well, where she made 50 million off of Instagram alone in 1 year. 50 million in sales. Pretty awesome. 50 million in sales in 1 year. Way to go, Mackenzie. Love it. And so now it's doing that. It's coming up with some more ideas. It's doing it a little bit different. It's actually adding some reels in there, but very similar. So one of those is really strong on 2 posts a day. And there it is. There's some tips and tricks, building some better agents. So it's popping up with some ideas and different things that you can use. Building better agents, the plan. Hope this helps. Check that out. So now I can take each and every one of these and I can jump over in the meta. It just gave me a whole week of content to post. Now I got to put it on my calendar though, time block it out, and go do it. I'm telling you guys, AI tools, there's a lot of agents that are cutting themselves short by not using them the right way. This Whoosy.ai is an amazing source. What I'm going to do is there's a link that we have at Legacy. I'm going to copy that link and set it right in the chat for you guys so that you can check it out, see if you want to use this one. It's a great source. Legacy has a little agreement with them for any Legacy agents, but Homes of Idaho as well has included that. You guys also have that one. You can use this link. You can use the one that Colby has. There's a couple different options there to use it. So it's an affiliate program we have with Whoosy.ai. I'm telling you, it's a great system. ChatGPT is beautiful as well. They both work really well. But utilizing these tools to help you build out your weekly content is so simple because so many of you are not posting. Not posting. I'm telling you, top producers are posting. They're getting social. You can't hide. If you're hiding, you're what we call a secret agent. Do you want to be a secret agent or do you want to be a top producing agent? Top producing agents are posting every day, but they're being very specific on what they're posting, which is very easy to do to get that specific content for your posts. Don't be a secret agent, guys. Be an all-out agent. Be a vocal agent. It'll change your game in real estate. All right, anything else you guys need for this week? That's what I got for you. Get social. You can even jump into YouTube and how YouTube is very easy to do. So in YouTube, if you have a new listing, if you're not using YouTube for your new listings, you're failing yourself a bit. So YouTube, you record your video, upload it into YouTube, but you're very specific on what you say. Don't get too crazy with it, with saying, oh my gosh, here's this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath. No, what you're saying is are you curious what's available in Visalia, California, under 300,000? Check this one out. And then you have some call to actions in there. Like, make sure if you want to know more about some other properties that are in this price point, click this link here. You want to know more about what's this, click this link here. So you have to have some call to actions. You can't just throw the content out there. Well, in your description, you want to talk about, you want to be real. Hey, if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home under 300,000 in the Central Valley of California, or in the Treasure Valley of Idaho, or under 400,000, or whatever it is, I got some great options for you. And then, so that's kind of a call to action, but you didn't like give it to them all. They've got to click it to be able to see what it is. And now you're picking up content and buyers and sellers and more people, more followers on your YouTube channel. There's so many different tools that you have at your fingertips. The biggest thing is, are you using them? Use them well. I'll put the more descriptions in here. You guys have any more content or anything like that, let me know. There's a lot of good stuff out there with AI and social. So gotta be AI and social presence. Get out there, guys. Have a good week.